It's really early in the morning. I just finished Clockwork Princess, giving it 5 stars. A star for every time I cried. Yeah, okay, it's got me. I've been pretty vocal about like my disdain or disinterest in the Mortal Instrument series and pretty much all of like Cassandra Clare's books. I've admitted that I like the world, I like the universe, I like the magic system, but the characters are like meh. I have a character to live for and to die for now, and I will read every one of those books for a glimpse of that character. Obviously, this is the 3rd in the series, so I will not be divulging what character that is. I'm gonna chat with Jess from Tundra Tomes for a little bit, and Lexi pressured the crap out of me to read the series, and I did, and thanks to them, I cried 5 times, but I also got to read an amazing series. That's all for now. Oh, I'll introduce this vlog. This is the second half of Witchathon and the beginning of Zodiacathon. I had you guys vote on what you guys wanted as far as what my vlog should cover, and half Witchathon, half Zodiacathon won. So you'll be seeing what I'm reading and finishing up for Witchathon and what I'm going to start for Zodiacathon, and you'll see a bit of my buddy read with Olivia from Olivia's Catastrophe in between, because we're buddy reading Evelyn Hugo for both the Witchathon and the Zodiacathon. Okay, that's all. I'm gonna get out of my corgi pajamas. So I've gotten dressed, had breakfast, had some coffee, and I am actually doing reading sprints right now. I'm reading The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And I say we, not because I'm putting myself in the multiple, but because I am buddy reading this with Olivia from Olivia's Catastrophe. We are more than halfway through. It was really hard not to read past this point. I could tell we both wanted to keep going, but we're trying to finish on the last day of Witchathon so that I can count it for Zodiacathon. Olivia is a trooper. She has been so nice and accommodating, considering like I'm just trying to cheat the system. So yeah, we're doing 20-minute sprints, and I have mentioned this app on my channel before. I kind of like swear by it, so I'm gonna bring it up as a tip. If you are doing buddy reads and you want to sprint and you want to like talk as you go along, be really interactive with your buddy read, I highly recommend Voxer. I'll put like what the icon looks like up there. I am in no way affiliated. I am not getting paid. Me and Lexi from ALEXANDRA ROSELYN should get paid. We're not being paid. You can have these different messages with people, and it's pretty much like a giant walkie-talkie app. So Olivia and I have been going on here and...
Hey, so I'm here and I'm ready to buddy read if you are ready to start reading.
Wow, okay, that was perfect timing. We did not plan that. But yeah, Olivia's ready to buddy read, so I'm gonna get started. Reading this physically, and what that sound is in the background, it's my scribd. So I'm not reading it via audiobook, I am reading it physically. Focus, please. Hi. Yes, hello. So, okay, this is actually kind of annoying me, so I'm gonna take a brief pause in my reading to say I literally can't listen to the Evelyn Hugo audiobook, which I've heard is amazing. And the sad thing is because I got it on SCRIBD. I can't get any more downloads on SCRIBD because I've used my 3-up for the month. I am on chapter 43. It skipped from the middle of chapter 42 and will not do anything but play chapter 53. This is extra annoying, so I figure I will share it for people who want to know more about SCRIBD. If I go to the table of contents, here's chapter 53, where I'm at, and I scroll up to chapter 42, which is where I was. It freaks out. It skips forward.
Now this,
it
July
goes
3rd,
right back to 53. I won't give you any spoilers because as I was reading on chapter 41, it skipped all the way to 53 and just started reading it, and I was actually spoiled for something in the book. When I had SCRIBD as a trial membership, I didn't have any problems. This is my first month paying for it. I just want to make that clear. I have a SCRIBD code to use so that you can try it out for yourself, but I do caution you going past your her trial. During the trial, it was really useful. I was able to like test out the service and the system, and it worked great. After paying for it though, this became an issue almost immediately, and this isn't the only audiobook it's done it with. So yeah, super unfortunate. I felt uncomfortable putting the code below and not cautioning you. Luckily, I have the physical book and I can just read it slower. I don't think Olivia will mind, and I'll let you guys know how far I get. I don't know if I love Evelyn Hugo or I hate her. I'm not sure if I'm absolutely mesmerized by her. I relate to her and I disagree with everything she does. Evelyn Hugo is a very complex person. And I have to say, I waited for the hype to end. I did. I didn't trust you guys, and this is not my type of book at all. This is not my read. This is an amazing book, and the characters are so complex. It's not just Evelyn too. All of the characters are complex. I'm really, really impressed. I don't think that I'll ever read another book like this, so I'm just enjoying reading it for the first time because I know I will never have this feeling again. I'm gonna keep reading now. Olivia, and oh my gosh, Evelyn Hugo is amazing, but reading it with Olivia has been awesome. I'm on chapter like 51. We're reading 10 chapters a day, so I read 10 chapters. But it has been so much fun buddy reading with Olivia because we have like very similar like thoughts, but we like voice them in different ways. It's just been like super fun. So I'm going to look through my tags that I have a list of and pick one that seems really fun. I think I'm leaning towards the BookTube Real Talk tag. It's made by Alyssa. It just seems like a lot of fun, and I'm hoping I can film it quickly because I have to get it edited tonight. So I'm gonna curl my hair, touch up my makeup, and while I do that, I'm gonna be listening to Radio Silence. I was kind of buddy reading this with Rachel Marie, but I messed it up, and I forgot that I was going to buddy read it with her during Witchathon, so she like, bam, read it in one night, and I'm lagging behind. I'm on chapter 5. It is really good so far. I like the platonic friendship. Rachel and I were discussing how this book is not described very well or with much detail, and it's nothing of what I thought it was going to be, but it is really good. It's very day in the life. It's kind of like a snapshot moment of these two people's lives and them interacting, and if you like character-driven plots, I think you'll like this one. Hold on, look at this baby. Hi. Oh, do you know that they think you're cute? So I only have half of my hair curled, obviously, but Rachel just voxered me saying her vlog is about to premiere, so I'm going to watch that and you'll get some vlog on vlog action there. Yeah, then I'll finish curling my hair, do my tag, and then I'll pick up and check in to tell you what I'm reading next. Alright, so I just filmed my video. I was doing my thumbnail while my walls are in place. I have to get it edited now because I am uploading it tomorrow. It was pretty quick. I think I finished it in like 15 minutes, and that could be a 7-minute video, guys. So before I started vlogging, I finished Sawkill Girls by Claire Legrand. Holy crap, guys. Okay, it really is quite creepy. Sawkill Girls follows 3 main characters. You have Marion, who is journeying to this island with her mother and her sister Charlotte, and then you have Zoe, who is my absolute favorite character. Zoe is a badass. She lives on the island. Her dad is the sheriff of the island, and she absolutely hates Val. Now, Val is the other perspective, and Val is a whirlwind. Val is the cool chick at school. She's the one that rules everything. She's the queen bee. And Val is, right off the bat, a really complex character. You are introduced to Val, I think, in chapter like 3 or 4. It's her first perspective, and you know right away that Val's got some dark secrets. I think it's also brought up that there's some sort of monster in this book. It's more like a demon, okay? So think more like paranormal, demon rising, brought to this world, needs to be banished, might not be. There's a car crash, grief, and gore in this book. Those are 3 things I would look out for, but holy crap, I could not stop reading this unless it was night. And then I put this book down so fast. Like, I'd hear my cats in the other room, and I was just like, I'm going to die tonight. This is the end of me. On my Goodreads, I have a review out. I will also be giving it a star rating in my wrap-up, so just stay tuned for that. I also finished A Caught a Witch by Nnedi Okorafor. This book was really, really cool. I liked so many aspects about this book. There were just a few things that really, like, gnawed at me and made it less enjoyable than a 5-star read. This follows Sunny, who is a Nigerian American. She's born in Nigeria, raised in America, and then comes back back to Nigeria. She is albino, and she also finds out she has magic. This has so much Nigerian folklore and mysticism in it. I was really enjoying the world building and the magic system in this book. Most of my critiques come from the character execution and just a couple of the lessons in it. I really liked some of the statements, and it kind of like doubled back on those statements. But this is also a middle grade book with excellent representation, so I don't think it should be ignored. I would totally recommend this to people. Before Witchathon started, I had already read Clockwork Angel, and I had started on Clockwork Prince. I finished Clockwork Prince and went right into Clockwork Princess. It's one of my new favorite things right now. I am going to read all of these. I know this is a complete and total turnaround. I'm always like, I don't know, guys. I might just not. I might just am. But for the Witchathon, I think I'm going to count Clockwork Princess as my action-packed read. It was very action-packed. There were some great scenes in there. And I'm going to put down Crown of Midnight just for right now. Just because it's really great, but it's not Clockwork Princess great, and I have a lot of books to get to. All right, I'm gonna unscrew you from this tripod, which is actually a telescope. Fun fact, you are on a telescope most of the time. Hi, good morning. All right, well, we are up for the day. I definitely need to shower and like smell less like a goober. It's movie night tonight, so I only have kind of the day to read, and then I'm headed over to my grandma's and we kind of have dinner together. Yeah, we all pick different movies to watch each week, and I think it's my boyfriend's pick this week, so we'll find out what that movie is. For now, I need to get ready, and then I want to know what to read. I put a poll up on Twitter, and I have these books right here. I kind of have it laid out. My boyfriend is like being very, very patient with me. I have laid out on the bed. These are all Zodiacathon. This is Zodiacathon and Witchathon books I've finished. Books that aren't part of any readathon, but that I really want to read and have started anyway. Game of Thrones, but I have 2 months for that, so it's off to the side. And then these are the books that you guys are voting on right now. This is just because I just finished Clockwork Princess, and like I have momentum, so I'm like, should I use your momentum? So far, Priori's winning though by 66%. So, oh, can you not? So we shall see after I shower and get ready what you guys end up doing. All right, so I am showered. My hair is still drying. I did my buddy read for Evelyn Hugo with Olivia. You guys voted for Priori, so you guys voted to get my ass into gear. I'm annotating as I go, so I am reading it slowly, so actually thank you guys for voting for it. My camera is running out of space, so that means that I need to take some of what I've done here and transfer it onto there. I guess I'm going to be editing a bit of this vlog. I read about 2 chapters. Very good, very intriguing. I know it's super hyped right now, so take my word for what it is. I am enjoying myself. But the cheese has to go up here so that you can't see.
It's gonna make a mess.
No, it's not. Just put some...
Fine, you ready?
Yeah. Perfect. That's it. That's the shot. That's the money. I don't know if this is cheating or not, but we're going to the movies for movie night. Instead of him choosing a movie that's out, we are going to like a movie theater. So we're gonna go see Captain Marvel, and I've been actually really excited to see Captain Marvel, so I will let you know how it is. Alright, I watched Captain Marvel. It was pretty good. It was like actually really good. I'm going to stick with pretty good. I had pretty high expectations for this movie. She's been hyped. I've been hyped. I was just whelmed. I thought it was really good in a lot of parts. There were too many moments in there where I just felt were off. I don't know. It just didn't stand out to me, and I wanted this to be a standout film. I can't decide if I'm being overcritical or not, because it was a really, really fun film. If I were to rate it, I'd give it between a 3.5 and a 4, which is pretty good because Marvel films for me are usually 4s, 5s. 5 being perfect, so I guess they're usually perfect. I don't know. I wasn't as happy with it as I wanted to be. It was really good though. I seriously think people should go see it. It's a lot of fun. I think it was also Stan Lee's last cameo. The very beginning of the movie, I was kind of like tearing up because they did a really good, cool ode to him. Lots of special moments, lots of cool moments. It just here and there with the plot, and there wasn't a big enough like boss battle. I wanted to really see her like just kick some major ass. Wasn't anything major, but it was still really good and a lot of fun. That's my mini Captain Marvel review. There you go. I'm gonna read a bit of Priori, and tomorrow is the first day of Zodiacathon and the last day of Witchathon, so I'll also be finishing Evelyn Hugo, and yeah, so let's carry on. Hey! Happy first day of Zodiacathon. Since today is the first day of Zodiacathon, I do want to start on one of my books for the prompts. So I'm going to be starting The Queen's Rising by Rebecca Ross. This was gifted to me by Madison at Princess of Paperback. I really love the cover already. Also, I just noticed as I was looking at it, there's little tiny constellations all over it. So this is perfect for Zodiacathon. Gosh, this cover is beautiful. Wow. Okay. Anyway, my goal today is to get to at least page 50 in Queen's Rising and then to start One of Us's line. I'm hoping I can get these done before Zodiacathon even finishes. And then of course I'm finishing the last 10 chapters of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I really need to know how this book ends because we left off on a cliffhanger and it took everything I had not to read it at midnight last night. But anyway, now I'm just blabbing, so let's get on with the day. Alright, so I got to page 37 of... Seriously? Alright, so I got to page 37 of Queen's Rising. I got distracted because I was talking to Lexi and Jess. I didn't get as much done as I wanted to, but I'm pretty close. I'm only 20 pages away, but The Queen's Rising is really good, and I'm liking where it's going so far. I'm hoping that there's more than the mystery of her parentage, just because it's so right off the bat, like, who's my father? And I need more mystery than that. I'm really digging the premise. I have a better idea of what the premise is now. All of the arts, like theater, writing, art itself, all of those different things are called passions, and if you master a passion, you can become a passionate. No matter what rank you are, if you become a passionate, like, you rise up in the ranks. And it's super cool. All of those types of things are really underestimated in our education system. So the fact that in this world it's like highly valued is pretty cool. Very good. Thank you again, Madison. I think I'm gonna stop here and then I'm gonna finish Evelyn Hugo. I finished it. Guys, like, this book was so good and I feel just as conflicted as I did throughout the entire book. Oh my god. Yeah, you win. This is like one of the best books ever. Despite it not being my style of book, it was really, really good. One of the best books. I'm on page 9 of One of Us's line, and I'm still thinking about Evelyn Hugo, and I'm feeling like an extreme book hangover happening right now. I didn't think I was gonna be like thinking about it past reading it. I was gonna just keep going. I need to take a beat. I will not be reading One of Us's line right now. I'm gonna do something else. Maybe I'll work on my readathon. Maybe I'll film a video. I don't know. I can't read. Sorry. So I think the last time I spoke, I was having like a mental breakdown over The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I did pick up Descenders Volume 3. It kind of got me out of the funk. It was a sci-fi. It was just so far from what I was reading. It was kind of an easy read, so it got me out of it. I had some tea. I chilled out. Then I didn't really film at all today. I went bowling and played laser tag. I feel like I've taken substantial time to unwind from The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Witchathon is over. I did end up finishing When the Moon Was Ours by Anna Marie McLemore. It was really good. It wasn't my typical read. There was a lot of fanciful writing in places where it came off kind of as rambling. I know how hypocritical this sounds, believe me. The themes in this were really, really interesting, and Rhiannon from Crescent Moon Reads does have a live show, so I will have that linked down below. But yeah, if you want a really whimsical, lyrical story that is based in like magical realism, it also has trans rep, it had really just interesting characters, then this would be a good book. This was the first book I've actually ever read from a trans perspective, and I definitely want to pick up more because it was a totally different perspective. Then I made large strides in Queen's Rising. I'm now on page 140, which is not bad. This book is really good. It was a little shaky in the beginning as far as like characters and everything, but it is picking up, and I have a better idea of world. I'm pretty interested. They added more mystery. There's other things going on, so I'm happy with that. Definitely gained some like hot for teacher trope vibes going on right now. I don't think I'm wrong. I'm honestly just wondering where this story is going to go. All right, so I'm on like page 30 of One of Us' line, and like I'm intrigued. I kind of get like the idea of what's going on. I explained it to my boyfriend and pretty much blew it off saying it's The Breakfast Club meets Pretty Little Liars. He's not wrong. Alright, I'm on page 70. I think they all did it. Never mind, I think Bronwyn did it. She's too good, you know? Having all of those cell phones is super suspicious. They were both willing to admit it. If they were willing to admit it, then what's the point of killing him? Okay, I'm back to the teacher. Think about it. Oh my god, all of these kids did it. One of us is lying? Maybe it's all of us are lying. She would have access to his files. I'm on page 135, and I have no idea who did it. I was expecting this to kind of be easier to figure out, but everyone kind of seems innocent and incredibly guilty. Well, that sounded guilty. Is it everyone else? That was one of the coolest haircut scenes I've ever seen in my life. I feel like I'm binging a Netflix original. What? I think I'm going to practically finish this book all in one day. Hey, good morning. So apart from 9 pages, I did finish this all in one sitting. I'm gonna save my reaction for how I actually felt about this, like after getting to the end for my wrap up, but I admit that I had a lot of fun on this roller coaster ride. So yeah. So this fulfilled the prompt for Zodiacathon. All I have to finish is Queen's Rising. I'm definitely gonna be done with this vlog, and yeah, I hope to see you at my wrap up where I get to talk about these books a lot more. I hope you're enjoying the sun or more stars wherever you are. Until next time, bye!